After the liberation of Syria from Assad's regime, there's a song, a Syrian song that says, lift your head proudly, you are a free Syrian. This song means a lot for me, maybe because it's like inspires my son, and this is like also the weight and the commitment that we have for us, for our generation, and for future generation as well. We've been like in a different protest and celebration after the liberation in Damascus, and he loved it, and like he always asks me to give him like the flag, and then he repeat the songs all the times. Like even when we are in the car, he asks me to put this song. And usually when he songs, it's just like I say to myself that I will work hardly to ensure that the words of this song will be and continue to be like true, that Syrians are free and live freely as well in Syria. My name is Muzna Dureid. Mom, a former refugee, an activist, and a humanitarian practitioner and policy analyst. I was involved in the work for women's rights and human rights in Syria since the first day of the revolution in Syria, back in March 15th, 2011. My work focused on the nexus of women's rights, women's participation, also displacement, and specifically women refugees and girls, displaced girls inside and outside Syria, as well also humanitarian work, the response to different disasters, and the protection concept of civilians, as specifically also gender-sensitive protection during disasters and humanitarian response. I left Syria like a few months after the beginning of the revolution in Syria because of the threats that have been imposed on me and my family. And after the killing of my uncle and the arrest of my brother, I arrived to Canada as an asylum seeker through fellowship, and lived there for 10 years. And then when the Assad was toppled, I took the decision to come back to contribute and to support Syria during the transitional time. My main focus of like women's political participation, it's through Syrian Women's Political Movement, as I'm co-founder of the movement when we established it back in 2017 to increase at the time women's participation in negotiation committees and to have more women participating in different kind of pathways, and specifically track 2. And now we continue to do so during the transitional time. We aim not only to increase women's participation, but also to offer interpretation of feminist views to the issues that matter to women the most, and also to find a way on how we can include women's views and women's needs in the public policy in general, at large, not only driven by the like women's participation, but also to put women's needs and women's views at the table of decision makers. So the work in Syria, it's shifted and it's now different than before. Like when we worked during the revolution time, when we had like a dictatorship that governed the country. So at the time we worked as like our members inside Syria and exiled also activists and members all together work to ensure that the principles of the revolution continue inside, outside, but also in different parts of Syria, because it was like divided country under different regimes and different governance, if we can say that, or like armed groups, like de facto groups and so on. And now within the transitional time, we are working on to see how women can contribute and to push to ensure that women are during transition are represented and present as well at the table. We are doing, because like after war and after like a conflict, the country Syria is fragmented between different political views, how we see Syria during transition and post-transition, transitional justice, and also political representation. So what we do, like part of our programs, we do like a nomad dialogue, which a dialogue that we do outside of the country and inside in the country, that also moves between cities and communities to hear from them, and also to have this conversation about how they see the future of Syria, how they see their representation in politics. As well, also we have a group of young women where we work on the youth peace and security, to ensure the intersection between women peace and security and youth peace and security interpreted in the national law in Syria, and also to ensure that also they are not excluded during the transitional time. And we have also like different like tactics that we use. So when there's like a parliamentary like formation, so we push to have like we have list of women who want to be part of like the parliament or people's council in Syria. So we push to have like the nomination of women or the participation of women in the People's Council. We have some struggles, I would say, in dealing with the transitions, because it's very fragile, liquid a context that you can't predict, and that has a lot of also struggles and barriers, patriarchal barriers first, and specifically that in transitional time, you see those de facto groups and de facto actors leading the transitional time, where women are excluded, not only excluded, but also under threat. So what we are trying, it's also to manage in between engagement, but also a principled engagement, that our values, our principles are always there, but with a way that, in a practical way, with engagement. Because if we leave our seat like a vacuum, or if we leave our seat empty, so that it will be filled with like maybe different, like we're gonna miss the opportunity maybe. So this is why we are engaging, but in a way that we ensure principled engagement is there. So, and we work on something that we need to change when it comes to women's participation and representation, like globally, not only in Syria, that usually only few women have access to participate, to travel, to convey and to voice their demands. But what we do, because of not all women can do so, and to make the room more inclusive for everyone, so what we do like a policy papers based on consultations with different communities, with women from different backgrounds and in rural areas as well, where they convey their ideas, their views, their needs, and we put them in a policy papers, specifically on issues that matter for Syrians, like reconstruction, what means like the return of refugees for these women, and also we share them with different actors and international actors and national actors. And in the same time, we do like our interpretation of what's happening in Syria from feminist perspective, and this is like from the movement's perspective. So we do like policy papers as well. We add our views and interpretation to these policy papers to put pressure and to convey our also views on what does that mean of like refugee return from a feminist perspective, how we can ensure women are protected and represented as well. What does mean reconstruction from feminist perspective, the economy, transitional justice, and all these like big questions that have been like present in the past and also currently during the transitional time. Pushing back, it's personally and collectively we see it's like being active and to engage as well and to strategize. So usually we are as women's groups are fragmented as well and busy with different like fights and different like problems that we push back and fight. And this is why we don't have time to set and to have like this dialogue between us as these groups that work for women's rights and to protect women. So what we do is like to offer a space for dialogue, for conversation within our movement, because like we have like members from different backgrounds or from different countries, but also with other like feminist groups, women's groups, who face same like barriers that we face, and to strategize together. It's like how we can support each other, even if we have like a lot of like maybe different views or different priorities, but how we can work together to push back the anti-rights movement and anti-women movement, and how we can ensure that we have like a common threat between us to knocking the door when there's a needs in the different groups, but also to strategize when there's like a specific goal that we need to achieve, which is obviously to protect women in public environments or like in public spaces, because the attacks on women are growing every day, every single day, and the ability to protect women is really shrinking. So having allyship across different groups within like women's groups, it's important to build the ecosystem despite all like the different views and different backgrounds and different maybe interpretation of the reality that we're seeing in Syria and globally, and also to make this like a rapid response to what is happening in the world and also specifically internally in Syria. Yeah, usually we see democracy as of like the end goal of our work, but for me, democracy is a tool, not the end work. The end goal. Sorry. Democracy, it's a way to ensure that everyone is represented, everyone is active and safely can participate without any fear. Um, and democracy should be also localized. So there's no like a playbook for democracy that can be um, applied in any country. Localization in this question and in this work, it's very important because in like applying the lens of local people and the local need, it's very important. And also sometimes the democracy itself as a term is rejected by some communities because they see it as a Western idea, even though it was like specifically in our region, Urnamo code, which is like the first ever human rights code was established in our region. For me, democracy, it's like a tool where we ask ourselves during the journey of our work on who's represented at the table and who's like can safely say whatever they want to say, and specifically marginalized groups and marginalized people. And this tool should be as a rule, not only as a tool, should be always there to make sure that there's no fear and there's no threat on anyone, not only women, but specifically women, when they express themselves and when they convey their needs and their ideas and their views of the present, the past, and the future.